In a small town called Felinora, there lived a cat named Lyra, with her silvery grey fur that glimmered under the moonlight. Lyra was the star of the music café where she worked. Her melodious voice enchanted everyone who heard her. Yet, behind her captivating smile, Lyra held a dream: to find true love, someone who would love her not for her looks, but for her heart. One night, after performing at the café, Lyra decided to walk home through the shadowed forest, a place full of mystery and eerie tales. In the stillness of the night, she heard a soft, melancholic sound, like the whisper of the wind calling to her. Unknowingly, her steps led her to an old hidden castle deep within the woods. Inside the castle, Lyra encountered a large, frightening figure, half cat, half shadow. The creature's name was Kael. With sorrowful eyes, Kael shared his story. Once a handsome and ambitious tomcat, his greed and arrogance had angered a sorceress, who cursed him to become a shadowy being. Since then, he had lived in solitude, guarding the forest from harm while losing faith in love and redemption. At first, Lyra felt fear, but when Kael began playing a melancholic melody on an old harp, her fear melted into admiration. Night after night, Lyra returned to the castle. Together, they shared stories, music, and laughter. Slowly, Lyra saw the tender side of Kael, a heart full of regret and an appreciation for beauty. For the first time in ages, Kael no longer felt alone. Their happiness was short-lived, however. When the townspeople of Felinora heard rumors of a shadowy creature in the forest, fear turned to anger, and they decided to attack the castle. When Lyra learned of their plan, she rushed to warn Kael, but Kael, believing this was his punishment for past mistakes, prepared to accept his fate. On the night of the attack, Lyra stood in front of the townspeople, placing herself between them and Kael. With her beautiful voice, she sang a song that told of Kael's sacrifices to protect the forest and shield them from harm. Her melody moved the hearts of everyone, making them realize their misunderstanding. Tears streamed down Lyra's face as she approached Kael and said, "I love you, Kael. No matter your form, I see your heart." Her words broke the curse. In a burst of light, Kael's body transformed. He became a handsome tomcat once again, though traces of shadow adorned his fur, serving as a reminder of his past. In the end, Lyra and Kael chose to live together, bridging the worlds of the town and the forest. They became a symbol of true love, a love that sees beyond appearances and forgives the sins of the past. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to support my Chanel.